Today we're getting spooky and talking Halloween. And even though we're still in a pandemic, it feels closer to the before times than last year. Google released their top costume searches this year, which are witch, rabbit, dinosaur, Spider-Man, and Cruella de Vil. Spider-Man was the top for the DMV, by the way. We brought in comedian and host Rahmein Mostafavi to get his temperature on Halloween this year. Here's part of that conversation. How much are you participating in Halloween this year?
I do like to decorate. I like to have the yard with some accoutrement that lets at least the neighborhood kids know that I will be handing out candy. I am a bit of an eccentric at times. I have a myriad of wigs and costumes that I like to sport from time to time. So I'll certainly put together an ensemble. And of course, I have kids, so I'll get out there with them. Two of them are young enough. The oldest teenager, he'll be way too cool for me, off and out on his own for sure.
Best and worst Halloween candies.
Now, I know, candy corn is legendary. I know that people still, it's like sought after. The only reason I like candy corn is to bite it off and push it on my teeth and make it look like I got big yellow walrus teeth or something like that. Otherwise, I can only have, 2 or 3 before the flavor's too much. But as a child, we would seek out that house that gave out full-size candy bars. So I don't know that I have a favorite. It's just about how big was it, you know what I mean? And then we'd all get a little costume change, come back to that house, get that whole king-size Snickers. So that's what I'm down for. The bigger, the better.
Anything, I totally agree with you there. Anything regulation size is definitely the best. As far as the worst, because I spent a lot of my life dwelling on the negative, I have a whole countdown. We're talking about candy corn. We're talking about Peeps. We're talking about black licorice.
Oh.
And we are talking, do you remember Mary Jane's?
Remember that? I love Mary Jane.
Oh, stop it. What are you, 85?
I do.
Do you go to my grandmother's church? Come
Listen,
on.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I love how chewy it is. I got this weird thing where I like the way it makes my teeth stick together for just a second. And I like the way it pops open.
Are you going to be home for trick-or-treaters? Because in my younger days, I realized how convenient it was if you had kids that could be responsible with the candy that's left on the stoop. I understand now how useful the candy that's left on the stoop is if you have responsible children. But as a child, there's no way we can let that stand. I'm conflicted now.
Yeah. No, will I be home? I really enjoy handing out to the kids. I really do like seeing what they're dressed as, and treating everybody with the respect that they deserve, given the costume effort that they put in. Meaning like kids that show up wearing nothing, like I'm dressed as a high school kid today. I'm like, nope, you get the Peeps and the candy corn, get out of here. But I like seeing the parade of kids come through. But yeah, you're right. You leave that bowl down, it's a free for all. Everybody's taking everything.
If you too like Mary Jane's, it is now your bedtime, and if you like good and plenties, you don't exist. If you want to see more from Rahmein, he can be found at the Salisbury Center in Manassas on November 12th, starting at 8 p.m.